From Sign News, new species of Oviraptorosaur discovered in China. From prehistoric to present, my name is Ethan. This is Creature Guide Live Daily News. Remember to like, comment, and if you love talking about animals, share this show with everyone you know. You can catch new videos throughout the day at Creature Guide Live on Rumble and YouTube. Now, let's get into the animal news of the day. Let's take a look what's going on over in China. A new genus and species of early diverging Oviraptorosaurian dinosaur has been identified from two specimens found in Inner Mongolia, China. What do we have here? Life reconstruction of Huanyang Long Benian. So I'm guessing this is possibly not a true species of Oviraptoridae. So Oviraptoridae is a family of the Oviraptorosauridae, which actually consists of several different subfamilies of smaller theropod dinosaur. Um, in this lineage, you have the avomimids, you have the caudipterids, which all existed for the most part during the early Cretaceous period. Oviraptorosauridae is a group of specialized penoraptoran theropods known primarily from an abundant Asian and North American Cretaceous fossil record. In recent years, a series of new discoveries have enriched our knowledge of their diversity, behaviors, autogeny, and reproductive biology. With over 40 genre named, this is also only referring to Oviraptorosauridae as a whole. When it comes to Oviraptoridae, there have been possibly between 15 to 20 different genera that have been discovered. Unquestionable oviraptorosaurs include the earliest diverging species, such as in um, Incusivosaurus and Caudipteridae. Well, one's just mentioning a genus, and then another's mentioning the Caudipteridae family from northeastern China. You had many different species of caudipterids that existed from about 125 million years ago to about 100 million years ago. And highly specialized Endutulus species such as Avamimus. So this is an Avamimid, and it does look quite distinct, or the Avamimids in general, from the true Aviraptorids. So this is a picture of Avamimus, the more famous genus of the family. These animals are probably around 7 feet in length and might have weighed around 30 to 40 pounds, probably feeding on different species of different types of plants, insects, small amphibians in the region. Now, I believe this is of Huan Yang Long, the Oviraptorosaur within the region. So it's a bit of a question as to what subfamily specifically Huan Yang Long would have belonged to of Oviraptorosauridae. So probably not um, the Avamimids, like Avamimus. Oviraptor dive from oh wait, okay. Oviraptor dive from Eastern Asia and Kynathidai from Asia and North America. So these are two separate families of Oviraptorosauridae. Many members of Oviraptoridae clinging on into the late Cretaceous, like somewhere between 74 to 80 million years ago, with most known species being from the late Cretaceous. Yeah, Oviraptor was somewhere around 74 million years ago, which belonged to Oviraptoridae. The new Oviraptorosaurus species lived in what is now China during the early Cretaceous, some 110 million years ago. Okay, well, that's more approximate. So it probably coexisted within the Morangu Formation of China, where it was discovered. Around four other dinosaurs have been discovered here as well. Now, this is an animal that was formerly known as Probactosaurus. I believe also two distinct species. This is a member of the Hadrosauridae family, but it is not a true hadrosaur. Hadrosaurs at this point have not evolved yet. So this is one of the later derived iguanodontids over in China. So this animal also is actually a while back now, like over a decade ago, is now referred to as Gimpectosaurus. So um, it's just still commonly referred to as Probactosaurus. But Gimbectosaurus was somewhere around 18 feet in length and might have weighed close to a ton. So this was one of the larger ornithopods within the region. This animal also, as you can see, at least it doesn't look like it possessed any thumbs. So this is definitely showing the progression of the evolution of true or becoming true hadrosaurs. This animal also fed on a wide variety of different types of ferns and earlier species of flowers that have evolved in the early Cretaceous. Let's see, who else is here? That's one yang long. Oh, okay. So there was also Gobisaurus. So Gobisaurus is a member of the Ankylosauridae lineage. So it's a much older relative of the more famous Euoplocephalus and Ankylosaurus from North America, or Mongolia. You had some around 71 million years ago. Tarkia. This was a bit of a smaller species, about 16 feet in length, might have weighed somewhere around 1,500 to 2,000 pounds. Gobisaurus actually used to be situated with or as a close relative of an ankylosaur named Chamosaurus. But turns out that Chamosaurus is actually much more distantly related and would have been closer to an animal called Ching Chinglang Yong. And Qinlangyang, along with another species of Chinese ankylosaur, are actually the closer relatives to this animal. Um, so they also would have fed on a wide variety of different types of ferns. There might have been certain regions of China or Mongolia at this point that might have had deserts, but in many cases, they would have come upon different types of floodplains. So ankylosaurs are found in different parts of Asia, North America, not so much Europe or Africa. South America and Australia, though, had nodosaurs, which are a distinct lineage of the Ankylosauromorph lineage, but they are their own distinct family. Kind of like when we're talking about the Avamimids and Avamimidae, Oviraptoridae from Oviraptorosauridae. But in some cases, the nodosaurs and ankylosaurs are probably a bit more distinct from each other. But they did not reach immense sizes until the late Cretaceous, but still well equipped. Problem is with many of these reconstructions with the Gobisaurus or even the Hin Jincheng is that they tend to give these ankylosaurs too spiky of osteoderms or armored scales, especially around the neck. They should be much rounder, just more smooth in appearance, even along the side here. I mean, still a good picture. I'm just saying scientifically accurate. It's a bit off. There are skin impressions of different species of ankylosaur, even of nodosaur, where they would have had armor along their legs and even parts of their side belly. So, yeah, they're even giving armor here on the forelimbs. This is a good picture too, even like the footprints in the background. But it's just when it comes to also how thin his tail is. Yeah, I mean this is a good drawing, but this tail is just way too thin to support this tail club. And now I would say that the armor is a bit more accurate towards neck, but just still be a bit smoother. Anybody else? Yeah, definitely. This I guess you could say this one's somewhat closer. Let's side armor though. We gave it around like the elbow region. Let's see. So Gobisaurus. Actually, let's keep looking with the Oviraptorosaur. Okay, named Huanyanglong Benian, it displays a unique combination of morphological features distinguishing it from all previously known Oviraptorosaurs. Huanyanglong Benian can be identified as an oviraptorosaur based on the short and deep skull, as well as several pelvic characters, a midway placed triangular obturator process on the ischium, and a nearly ventrally directed long pubis, paleontologists said. Among oviraptorosaurs, however, Huanyang Long Banyan shows unique combination of features not shared by previously known clades. So the clades are referring to different branches of possibly the Oviraptorosaurs, such as the hooked posterior process of the pubic boot, which is longer than the rounded anterior process. Two articulated skeletons of Wan Ying Long Banyan, including a partial skull and some postcranial bones, were collected in the summer of 2021 from the Morodu locality of the Mayugu Formation in Chalantai, Western Inner Mongolia, China. So, also in this region, we have predators as well. Well, technically, you could say that the oviraptorosaurs are, but usually they're going after smaller animals. Maybe they're robbing some eggs. But it's a highly debated animal. So these are very well done drawings of Xiao Tailong, Marutuensis. So Xiao Tailong, there's no evidence for most of these theropod dinosaurs having feathers. It is a big debate with this animal on whether or not it's a member of the Megalosauroideae lineage of theropods. It does look like recently it's been classified as more closely related to the Carcharodontosaurs, such as like the more famous Carcharodontosaurs from Africa. But Carcharodontosaurs wouldn't evolve for another 12 million years at this rate. So I would say, this is a very well done drawing of Shao Long. Xiao Long was also somewhere around 16 feet in length and might have weighed somewhere between 1,100 to 1,500 pounds. Probably preyed after the smaller species of Ankylosaur in the region. Definitely uh, Gymnopectosaurus, so the iguanodontid within the region. And I don't know of any sauropods, at least that we've even found from this formation. There probably were, at least might be in adjacent formations. But yeah, Shao Chailong is very possibly a Carcharodontosaur, especially by this depiction, gives it a much more Carcharodontosaur sort of look. It has been placed on the family tree as also being closer to animals like the American Acrocanthosaurus, which was around in Texas at around this time, 110 million years ago. Let's see. So the discovery offers the first early Cretaceous Oviraptorosaur record near the Gobi Desert and provides additional insights into the biology and ecology of early diverging Oviraptorosaurs. This new species is intermediate in morphology between the earliest diverging and late diverging Oviraptorosaurs. And our phylogenetic analysis supports it as a sister taxon to the clade formed by Avimimidae and Kygnathoideae. Chignethodorea. That might be what Gigantoraptor is derived from. But Gigantoraptor wouldn't evolve until somewhere around 85 to 90 million years ago. So probably around 20 to 25 million years later after Huan Yang Long. So it is a bit of a debate as to what this Oviraptorosaur belongs to. Notab Notably, this new early diverging Oviraptorosaur has an ilium with an extremely short um, posticibular process and hind limbs with proportionally elongate and fused lower segments, a character combination unknown among other Oviraptorosaurs but common in wading birds, suggesting a potential ecology involving wading. That is very interesting that we have found that. Um, Preserved gastrolids similar to Caudipteryx. So this is a member of Caudipteridae. There have actually been many specimens where of Caudipteryx with preserved feathers, as well as even gastrolids or small stones within their stomach to help grind the food that they eat. Suggest a gastric mill function in our new species. Oh, okay. So possibly Huan Yang Long also consumed the gastrolids. This also seems to be quite common in different Oviraptorosaurs, as well as the Microraptorids, which Microraptorids are members of the Dromaeosauroideae lineage of theropods. And our preliminary observations indicate potential discrepancies in the digestion mode of early and late diverging Oviraptorosaurs. And so, let's see. Well, this is really interesting. We've actually discovered quite a bit of Ying Lang Long. I decided to end with Ava Mimus. But since it is a close relative of Ying Lang Long, so yeah, the gastrolids, the different parts of the skeleton that we've looked at. Let's see what else. I believe there was something to do with their. Oh, yeah, the weighting aspect, like something possibly to do with like semi-aquatic birds. So this is all very fascinating information that we've taken from this Oviraptorosaur. So let me know what your favorite species of Oviraptorosaur dinosaur is in the comments. And from prehistoric to present, my name is Ethan. This is Creature Guide Live Daily News. Remember to like, comment, and if you love talking about animals, share this show with everyone you know. You can catch new videos throughout the day at Creature Guide Live on Rumble and YouTube. And don't forget to catch our animal documentary commentary live stream on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Central on Rumble, because nothing is better than all animals all the time.